she's come back to the nest for some reason. See if we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. Come on, babies, back with Mum. You're a tiny little person, aren't you? Come on, back with Mum. Why did you decide to leave them there? Yeah, well, you go back there. You really are cocky little devils, aren't you? Would you like to come back this way and go back with Mama? And you too. Stop pecking at the chippings. You don't know what you're doing. They're so tiny. So incredibly tiny. Go back with Mama. We got to pick you up and put you back with Mama. We got to pick you up and put you back with Mama. There we are. You, Mister, come here. I'm not Mama. No, I'm not Mama. You're not very long out the nest, are you? There we are. Go on that way. Go on that way. Mister, that way. Well, you've just rolled down out the nest. Oh, sorry, Daddy. I mean, they can hardly walk. They're so wobbly, and yet they're all coming out. Come on. Come on. Right, okay. This is what. Put one in, 3 come out. There we are. These aren't out very long, these 3. Oh, that one. Oh, that one. There. The rest have obviously been out a lot longer. They're far more mobile, but those little ones haven't been out for very long at all. Okay, I'll go. I'm going to leave you to it. So I'll just stuck to my knees now. No, I'm going to disappear. You don't come out there. She's trying to get under her wings, to get underneath her. Careful, careful how you go, girl, careful how you go. That actually says I'm going. That's it, I've gone. I'm getting the hell out of here. Let's hold themselves out the nest. And when she leaves them, she needs a drink. Okay. No, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, old girl. Okay, I'm leaving you. I'm going to get out your way. I'm not going to interfere with you. Make sure she doesn't tread anyone anyhow unless she goes back to the nest. She's going back and telling them to come out. See, they haven't been out very long, they can hardly walk. They're very wobbly. They're too young to be out of the nest, really. I might retrieve those two and put them in a box under the lamp. Careful, old girl, you walk. Because they're a bit small to be out, I think, and if I leave them out, they're just gonna, they're gonna fail. Those two, and maybe that one there. They can always come back tonight. Careful, old girl, where you walk. Well, if she lays down again and just settles and they get to her, they'll be alright. So they can recover. She's not actually lifting up to let them get under. And we're moving again. Careful, old girl, you walk. Careful, old love. Treading on its toe. You're treading on its toe. Don't peck their feet. She's trying to push them underneath her like she does the eggs. Look, look, look. No, leave its toe. I can't roll you. I'll pick you up by your foot and chuck you under. I not want to get under her. Oh, little one, on you go. There you go, there you go. Brilliant. Okay, I'll let nature take its course for a minute. That one, last one, get under there. Get under there, please. Go on, under you go. I'll take this messy hay out the nest and the rest of the shells. I mean, that one's what, 12, 18 hours old, and it's underneath, and it says, no, I'm coming back out again, I'm looking for this, that and the other thing. See what I can do. See what I can find. Have a drink, pretend we're such a big guinea fowl. Okay, I'll leave her in peace. I'll just clean up the nest a bit for her. Now these little dumplings I took out yesterday afternoon from, it's alright little one, I'll feed you later. Took out from Broken Shoulder yesterday, so yesterday afternoon. Rudy, why is one of your feathers in their water? You twit. Well, it's not very healthy, you know, is it? They're obviously the last ones out of the shell. Heaven's sake. And they weren't the strongest. They were flopping about all over the place. She trod on one of them on its foot, but they couldn't follow her. They were just flopping in the middle of the stable and were finding it very difficult to keep up. They weren't getting cold because it was so hot in there, but she was quite concerned because she kept laying down for them to continue to dry. Although they were dry, they weren't dried out as far as recovering was concerned. And I thought I'm going to end up with, they started with five squashed ones, because they would try to make it to her to lay under her and to dry off a bit further, but the others were so much more in advance. You know, they were rushing around and chirping like these are doing now. And I thought, no. So I got 5 in, and then I went back about 3 hours later, and there was 2 more that I noticed. I did think there was a few more, but they weren't immediately obvious, but they were certainly immediately obvious yesterday, later on, after I got the 5 in, that there were 2 others that were very backwards in comparison with the other 7. So I got them in too, and as you can see, they're now completely animated. They're drinking, they're biting each other's toes, they're wickering away, they're charging about. So I'm well, here we go with the Chase Me Charlie with the feather. Oh my God, he's going to fit. No, you can't eat a pigeon feather. Where did it go? Well, you've still got it, you devil. Come here. Come here, you. They are so feisty, which is a good thing. I can't get hold of this feather. Oh my God. Thank you. Rudy, stop putting your feathers everywhere, please. It's aggravating. So, whether I put all 7 back with her again this morning or keep a couple out, like the little one continuously laying down there and that little one over there or not, I don't know. He doesn't look brilliant. He looks still a bit wussy, don't you, eh? Oh, God. That's what they do. They throw themselves backwards on their backs to avoid danger or whatever. There was certainly a third guinea fowls, what they are, this morning. As far as attitude is concerned, I just put them in the box. They just immediately collapsed, and even 3 o'clock this morning. Oh, see, toes, swine. They totally animated. I say 3 o'clock this morning they were still flopped. In fact, I was wondering if a couple of them were actually going to make it. They were so dopey. But it's just that they were out the nest too quick. She should have stayed in there all day yesterday and not come out until this morning. And then there wouldn't have been a problem, but she was too hot, everybody was too hot, and these little things had just had time to dry, and that was it. They were out, so hopefully she'll take them back without noticing. I say I've got 7 in here and she's got 7 out there, so she might notice the change in numbers and get a bit agitated, but I doubt it. She's a turkey. They're very placid animals. So perhaps I'll take out 3 to start with, or maybe even only 2, and just do it very gradually during the course of the day. And by then hopefully these little 2 here will be as fully animated as the others. But that one we'll do in a minute. Well, broken shoulder seems to be okay today. No dead bodies anywhere. Just going and check. Oh, I'll go. Very quietly. There we are. There's a good girl. There's a good lass. Just check the nest to make sure there's nothing in there. No. Right, we're going to get you some food, old girl. And some of your other babies. Yep. Yep. Okay, love. There's a good girl. A bit cooler in here this morning, isn't it? Give it a couple of hours. You'll be dying of heat again. I brought 4 of her babies out, and they're making a bit of a row in my t-shirt. So I'm going to leave the stable, and what I'm going to do is when she leaves the floor to come and have something to eat, I'll encourage her babies to eat, I'll then put them down. It looks like she might be doing something in a minute. Shut up, you little ones. And see what happens. Careful, mind your wings, dear, mind your wings. There we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't put them down until the others are moving around. Also, I don't think she'd care anyway. They're very placid creatures, but I don't want to create a situation. I'd rather have the others coming to eat and her with her back to me while I just gently put them down and let them get used to the fact they're back. Oh, those freaking roosters. Get back with Mum. Right, I'm going to put the video camera down now and get in there. Well, I just put them in. I think she's noticed that there's slightly more. But she's going to lay down anyway. I don't know why they're not eating, but I'll leave it there and they can eat as they wish. Hopefully the ones that I had under the lamp will automatically go underneath her now. I immediately went to the others because I was just sitting over there quietly in the corner, and they all came over. The 7 that she had with her all came over to me, so I just quietly put the others down one at a time in amongst them. There's one being left behind over there. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 she should have now. She's sort of counting them as I say. There seems to be a little more than there were before. But she's not overduly bothered. I'll leave the other 3 under the lamp for another few hours, and I would like them all to start eating actually. The ones in the box, I think a couple were eating, but not too many. About 2 or 3, I suppose. But they all seem quite content. No, don't eat chippings, dear. Heaven's sake, you've got egg here. That's the other problem with chippings. They do tend to eat it. I used to bed them down on hemp. Oh, for heaven's sake. I used to bed them on hemp. But chicks and guinea fowl loved to eat hemp. It didn't do them any harm, but it just meant they weren't eating their feed that I so meticulously milled up for them, and the sparrows would eat that, and the mice. It really aggravated me. I don't honestly know what's so fascinating over in that corner. There's a bit of light coming through where I've blocked the gap. They seem to think that's, I don't know what they think that is, light, I don't know, food. Seem to be attracted to lights. If you shine a torch, they'll follow it. Like insane puppy dogs. They just follow it round and round and round. Stop pecking at them. Hey! They don't want to eat chippings. And neither do you. How about you eat the egg? But she doesn't like the silver dishes, so I'll put it back in the blue lid. Oh, well, that's all very successful. Go and feed the others now and let them out. Only got pig house to do with the pintard that decided she's not going to be broody anymore, so I'm going to let her out today, and we'll see what she does. If she goes back to the nest, then I'm going to have to put some sort of fence around it and put a roof on it and secure it and stop the others getting in there, put them back out the other side with the chickens, as I've separated them for the minute, and she'll just have to stay sitting out there, because I'm not killing, I think there's 14 guinea fowl eggs that she'll sit on. I'm not killing them. Told my daughter that if that's the case, she doesn't go broody again and I've got nothing else to put them under, then she'll have to be the one to break open the tops and kill them, because I'm not going to. I couldn't. I really couldn't. But we just hope and pray that stupid pintard goes back to her bramble nest, and I'm going to have to do a bit of repairing of that, as I've trodden it all down to try and get her out to start with, but no. No doubt nature will provide there and create a briar patch like no other. So, all under, good, excellent. Right, I can leave now. Now, old Maud here, for some reason, has decided she's just going to take to the wing and try and fly over the goddamn petition that high. Fortunately, her babies were aware enough and old enough to get out the way, otherwise she would have killed the whole goddamn lot as she landed plonk on the floor. So I think I'm going to clip her wings to try and stop that. But I don't know which one's calling her. I think it's old Broken Shoulder who's calling her. And although her wing has healed, she can't open it. She can just about flap. So she really is a mangled mess. I don't think it's her. Is it this female in here calling? I don't even know where she's gone. Is it you? She's here on her own with these two males, which isn't the best situation for her. But with all this going on and babies hatching all over the place, I find it very difficult to think about killing anything. So, and we got no tout hatching hers out end of this weekend, no, Friday. Yeah, Friday they're due, so they could go any time now, I suppose. I've got to go through her eggs again because I know there's at least 3 in there that have died. They've been dead for a long time, so with everybody else hatching out, I haven't gone back to her nest to cull the duds, or the ones that didn't make it. I must do that today. So when these are more up and running and more independent, then I'll take a few of Maud's out and give them to her, even the things out a bit. They'll only be a week in it. They do grow very, very fast. I don't know who it was that was calling. All I know is it's aggravating Maud.